Hello, everyone. We're back with another episode. So today we'll be talking about something very short, very quick. Um, it's about the Super Bowl, the 49ers versus the Chiefs. It's going to be a great game. Um, a lot of people didn't expect the Chiefs to make to the playoff. Um, I didn't. I can't say I didn't expect that from the Chiefs, but I knew that eventually they would get there. We saw how they play against the Bill was the best game in the whole season, you could say. They were actually playing real football, old school football, the 80s, 90s football. They ran the ball. They used their best player. Um, Andy Reid find a solution to say, hey, we're not going to be doing all this BS, throwing the ball all over the place. No, we're going to play old school football. We're going to use our best player. As we see that from the Chief, there was a lot of things that was going on as in the off season. They lost a lot of great players. They lost a lot of solid players that were decent enough to keep Patrick Mahomes being in the conversation in the MVP. Um, that didn't happen. Lamar Jackson took that. Um, the Chief there was an amazing game. Not only they beat the Bills, they controlled the game, they break it down to you. They punched the Bills in the mouth. I didn't expect that from the Chief to beat the Bills in that sense, but I knew that when you go play Patrick Mahomes, it's a different breed. It's a different game. This is a different energy. It's like Tupac coming in, or Tom Brady, or Michael Jordan, or Kobe Bryant, and he just went off on the Bills. Um, he didn't make any type of mistake that you saw from the regular season. He played good football. Um, he took them down. He took the Bills down. And when he went against the Ravens, as you could see, the first half of the Baltimore Raven, he put a statement. He let everybody know I'm coming. And Andy Reid saw that if I'm not gonna throw no picks with Patrick Mahomes, good thing will happen. And that's what happened. They took down the Ravens very quickly. It was a good game. It was something that we thought the Raven was gonna take over the Chief, but they didn't. So when it comes to the 49ers, I saw that they didn't have the best game in the playoff. From the Lions, Green Bay, there was a lot of things going on. There's lack of effort. There was a lot of things that you saw from the 49ers, how we saw from the beginning of the season. They couldn't generate enough pressure. When it comes to defense, there was a lot of issue on defense. They were not playing physical compared to last year, how they were just dominating on defense. But this year was kind of different. But Brock Purdy kind of said, hey, people being criticized me. They want to see what I can do when I'm from behind, when I'm losing and succeeding, moving forward. He did that. You give him a check for that. People still criticize, saying that he's still a game management. A guy that is going to control the game, but is not like an elite quarterback yet. I think that he's not there yet. I think that it's the same thing with I forgot his name, but his name was he's the quarterback for the Lions now. He used to play for the Rams a couple years ago. I remember when the Rams went to the Super Bowl. It was basically the coaching were moving the ball, was controlling the game, and I think Brock Purdy hasn't reached that elite yet. I think that he needs 2 or 3 more years, but he needs to win this Super Bowl this year. I think that if he could win this game tomorrow, people's gonna have to talk about him differently. I won't say he's the best player, but we'll see what he could do next year. But we're not next year right now. It's about winning the Super Bowl. Hopefully the 49ers could come play physical football like they did last year and a couple years ago. Because, I mean, like, this is their chance. This is the rematch. The Chiefs won last time against the 49ers when they had crazy weapon that year. But this year, 49ers have very great weapon. And I think that they have the best offensive line. Trent Williams, I think he's the best offensive line to ever do it in his generation. And I think that he's going to have an amazing game going against Jones, the defensive tackle for the Chiefs. Who you guys got, man? For me personally, I think the Chiefs will win this game. It won't be a blowout, but I think that the Chiefs could find a way to beat the 49ers. Depends on how the 49ers playing. If they're not generating enough pressure against the Chiefs, against Mahomes, they're not beating them. We saw that from the Baltimore Ravens. We saw how Patrick Mahomes couldn't do so much. You know, he was stuck. But as you can see that Mahomes doesn't have a Tyree, doesn't have a Juju and other pieces to put enough points, but they find a way to win. It's all about winning at the end. I think the Chiefs will win this game. It will be 21-24. I got the Chiefs, man. So take care, everybody. Enjoy tomorrow. Should be a great game. And be safe, man. And take it easy on yourself.